Hey everybody, I just wanted to go over a few things about my son who has trisomy 18, just to kind of bring awareness to everything that, because the doctors will say it's like a death sentence, but with the proper care, it definitely doesn't have to be. And I'll kind of go over what makes him unique and some of the stuff that he has hooked up to him. But a lot of these kids with trisomy 18 will have some heart defects, and typically they'll have trouble breathing, so that's why he's on the CPAP, which, if you don't know, just kind of gets pressure into his lungs to kind of keep him more open, but he's still breathing on his own. There are some machines that will force breaths, or like a tracheostomy, which is the tube, which can do most of the work as far as breathing for him. With his heart, we'll probably put like the description in the description or something, just because there's quite a few things that makes his heart special. But so like for his heart, his main pulmonary artery closed, so he's on a PICC line, which goes all the way to his heart to give a medicine to his PDA, which is something that usually closes, but they're keeping that open in hopes of us getting a stent in there so that his heart can kind of naturally have more flow and have that PDA stay open. But that part I think is pretty complex, and it's pretty rare as far as kids who have trisomy 18. Usually they'll have some sort of heart defect that can typically be taken care of. But I just kind of want to go over some of the physical features, because like when we first heard about trisomy 18, you see the pictures of their hands just really closed in. But he's had some really awesome PT and OT. So his hands, I mean, it's not like you can't open them all the way, like they relax and just like that. Because I would have thought just from that pictures and stuff that his hands would be like, you can't open them. So I just wanted to share a couple of the things that made me kind of nervous at first, but it's pretty cool. With the proper intervention, you can really help these kids out, and he's been an incredible joy to our life. And it's really hard too, because some of the doctors were like, oh, you know, the quality of life is going to be so low, you could just you know, have an abortion. And that just set us kind of both off, and we're like, that's definitely off the table. We're going to do whatever it takes for our son to survive and thrive. And he's just going on 12 weeks, and he's packed on like 3.5 pounds since he was born, almost. And he's super alert, super aware. He'll track, you know, with his eyes and things. So sure, he might have some special needs down the road, but I think it's totally worth it with everything. And we're just very thankful for the staff that we've had and nurses and things like that. But in this case, you do kind of have to push for intervention and push for the proper care, and you kind of have to stand your ground, because a lot of the old textbooks say, you know, they're not going to live very long, but that's just because if you don't intervene, then most of them might pass away from airway blockage and stuff like that. So I would just say, fight for these kids. If you have any questions, you can reach out to us. We'll put like an email or something in the description. But I just wanted to show you that these kids, their lives have a big impact, and any life is worth protecting. So I just wanted to share that, and maybe you can get some close-ups of him just to see how precious he is. He's got a little bit of CPAP drool on him, but yeah, if you have any questions, or if you get like a genetic test, please reach out to myself or my wife. We'd love to chat with you and kind of encourage you and give you hope. And sometimes, you know, like his heart, I mean, he might pass away soon, but we're so blessed with the time that we've got to spend with him. So any time with our kids is worth it, and it's definitely not something you should even consider ending their life before it even begins. So please reach out, and we just wanted to support and advocate for our little boy.